We all get 24 hours in a day, right? No more, no less. But doesn't it feel like some people are just getting more out of their 24 hours? You know, the ones who always seem calm, ahead of deadlines, like they've cracked some secret code to productivity. Well, I'm here to tell you that you can be one of those people. Yes. And it doesn't require superpowers or waking up at 5 a.m. every day. If you're feeling overwhelmed or like you're constantly juggling a million things, you're not alone. We all know the feeling of starting a day with big plans only to end up feeling like you barely made a dent. Because today, I'm sharing with you 7 out of the box productivity hacks that are not just about making to-do lists. They are real strategies you can start using today to actually get more done, feel less stressed, and then end each day with a sense of accomplishment. Does that sound good? Let's get started. Hello family, I'm ToDo, entrepreneur, cybersecurity expert, and career coach at Excel Mind Cyber. And if this video gives you any value at all, please don't forget to give it a like and hit the subscribe button for more. So, let's kick things off with a big one, energy mapping. As you can probably tell from the name, this isn't just about managing your time, it's about managing your energy. Okay, think about your typical day. For instance, when do you feel most alert? When does that post-lunch slump, hit? The idea for energy mapping is that instead of forcing yourself to power through those low energy moments, you build your schedule around them. Now, let's say that your brain feels sharpest in the morning. That's when you should tackle your hardest task. The ones that need deep focus, okay? Like planning a project or drafting an important email. If you feel a little sluggish after lunch, that will be the perfect time for lighter tasks. Things like organizing your inbox or catching up on industry news. The point here is that by aligning your work with your natural energy highs and lows, you're not fighting against yourself. You're working with yourself. But sometimes it's not even about your energy level. The problem is getting started with tasks at all. And that brings us to the next hack, the 5-minute starter rule. You know those big tasks that feel so overwhelming? You don't even want to start. We all have them. That's where the 5-minute starter rule comes in. What you need here is, instead of trying to tackle the whole thing, commit to working on it just for 5 minutes. Yes, only 5 minutes. For instance, let's say you've been putting off a big report. It's going to take hours, maybe even days to finish, so you keep pushing it aside. Instead of diving into the entire task, you set a timer for 5 minutes and begin with something small, like brainstorming the structure or outlining the main point. Once you are a few minutes in, something interesting happens. You are in the flow already, and that just 5 minutes turns into 30 minutes, then maybe even an hour. Before you realize it, the hardest part, the beginning, is already behind you. The beauty of this hack is that once you get started, you'll find yourself thinking, hey, this isn't so bad, and then you keep going. Starting is half the battle, and this hack helps you win that battle every single time. Now, if you're the kind of person who feels guilty about not crossing enough off your to-do list, you'll love this one that I'm about to review. The reverse to-do list. Yes. Instead of writing down things you need to do, write down what you've already done as you go through the day. Let's say you start your day with a meeting, then helping a colleague, responding to some emails, and finishing a small report. Write those down. By the end of the day, instead of feeling like I didn't get to do this or that, you can look at everything you did get done. This is a super motivating hack, and it helps you recognize the progress that you're making. Plus, you will start spotting patterns, how you're spending your time, which helps you improve your focus and even more. Alright, now the fourth one on our list is a simple but powerful one, the 2-minute morning reset. That sounds technical, right? But it's actually quite simple. And like I said, so here is it. The idea is every morning, before diving into your day, just take 2 minutes to write down 3 things. One thing you are grateful for, one main goal for the day, and one small thing you will do for yourself. Now, let's say you're gearing up for a busy day with back-to-back meetings and deadlines. Before the rush begins, you grab your notebook or even just a sticky note. Jot down these 3 things. First, something you are grateful for. Maybe it's as simple as having a fresh cup of coffee or dodging traffic on your way to work. Then, you note down your main goal for the day, like finishing that important presentation or wrapping up a project you've been working on. And lastly, you pick one small thing you would do just for yourself, like taking a short walk after lunch or listening to your favorite podcast on your way home. See, this 2-minute morning reset does more than you would think. I'm telling you, that moment of gratitude shifts your mindset to a positive place before the day even starts. Your goal gives you a point of focus so you are not lost in the chaos. And that small act for yourself is your reminder that deserve little moment of joy, even on the busiest days. So it's a quick ritual, okay, but it sets a powerful tone for the rest of your day. And it takes just 2 minutes. So number 5 on our list you might have heard before, it's called task pairing. Think of this as building one focused task with lighter one. For example, let's say you need to review a report. Instead of just reading it passively, try taking notes or summarizing as you go. By pairing the reading with note taking, you're more engaged and you're also creating a resource you can refer back to later. Now imagine you are in HR and need to read through candidate profiles, right? Rather than just skimming through each one of them, you can try jotting down quick notes about each candidate as you go. Not only does this keep you focused, but you are also building a summary that you can easily reference during interviews. See, this hack simply helps you make the most of each task by engaging with it fully. And just like that, guys, we have arrived at the 6th hack I have for you. Now, this one is huge if you're constantly feeling overwhelmed by notifications and files everywhere. It's known as the 10-minute digital declutter. What you do here is every week set aside just 10 minutes to clear out clutter on your devices. Sort through your inbox, clean up your desktop, delete unused apps, and close any browser tabs you're not using. Think about it. How much time do you waste sifting through a crowded inbox or looking for files on a messy desktop? Just 10 minutes a week keep those things organized. Now imagine how much faster you could start your day if your digital space was clean and focused. If you're a consultant, for instance, and you're able to handle multiple client projects, do you know you can save a ton of time by organizing files into folders and setting up email filters just using the 10-minute declutter hack? This small habit will help you feel more in control, and you'll be amazed at how much mental clarity this brings. And finally, let's talk about my favorite, the not to-do list. Yes, a little surprising, right? How this works is that you make a list of things you're going to avoid during your day. Maybe it's checking emails first thing in the morning, scrolling through social media during work hours, or saying yes to every little request. Write down the habits you know are time wasters or distractions and make it a point to avoid them. For example, if you're a marketer, you know that checking social media constantly disrupts your focus. Put it on your not to-do list. Then, instead of opening those apps throughout the day, you save them for dedicated breaks. See, the trick is by identifying and avoiding distractions, you're taking control of your time, and instead of letting random activities steal it away. And there you have it, guys. 7 productivity hacks that are a little unconventional but super effective. I hope you know these are not just tricks. They are practical strategies you can start using right now to make a real difference in your day. Try one out and see how it goes. You don't have to change everything at once. Just pick one that resonates most and then go from there. And if you find these tips helpful, don't forget to subscribe and drop a comment about which hack you're most excited to try. Thanks for watching, and I hope I'm able to leave you better than I met you today. See you in the next video. Bye for now.